It's OP and we're coming at you with some green purple limb today. Shout outs to another YouTuber, kind of created the core of this deck. I tweaked it a little bit, but the main idea is you're playing all of the Odyssey stuff. You're playing Law and Zoro, Law to search Zoro, and then I'm playing some of the Straw Hat Crew 2Ks that are also searchable off this Law. I'm playing Usohachi. I think it's a really good option. The resting a character is really relevant, and it comes online very quickly because of Lim's ability. I think the idea, of this character is to really try and double body as much as you can. Your first couple turns are super crucial though, because if you can set up things like this Sanji or the Sabo, which will let you draw cards, that can be huge. Anyways, we're playing into Belo Betty, and you saw us curve out pretty ideal. We had a Law on one, however, against Belo Betty, so he's going to attack very aggressively. He drops a Karasu on me, and I'm going to have to go all the way down to one, and I have 3 Zoros in my hand, which are completely useless. So we are in trouble. But the main thing here is we want to remove cards. And you're already seeing Usohachi come into play here. We're taking down that Karasu, the Koala. We're going to go after this Ivankov. And then go ahead and develop another body. We're going to develop this limb and then find another 2K. So we've got a lot of counter. And we're actually going to be able to crack back for a fair bit next turn, so not in the worst position. Okay, here comes the Kuma. And then he's gonna Belo Betty to buff up his characters, drop a Sabo. He's gonna go 9. 9 is a lot. We do have enough counter for that one though. Goes 9, we have to take that. I have just enough counter to get out of that, and it looks like I kind of have to go for game here. So yeah, start off with 5, 7. He blocked 2Ks, which is extremely greedy. And then I'm gonna go 5, because so basically every single one of these has to hit. So yeah, and I'm just counting it out. 7. So 6, 7, we're counting on him not hitting a 2K, and 9. And he did not get there. So we got there against Belo Betty, and that is a hard matchup. Belo Betty is so strong, so fast. Definitely want to cover it on the channel, so let me know if you're interested in seeing some Belo Betty. The deck's pretty cool. I also want to run back Zoro. I think that deck is slept on. All the rush from red is crazy. Is Belo Betty just better? I don't know. But anyways, we're starting off with our turn 1 Law into a Lim ability. Drop either Sanji or Sabo. I like dropping Sabo because if you can protect it, then the next turn you'll be able to play 2 characters rested, like a 3-drop and then a Cheetah character out with Lim. And then that'll be your 3 rested characters counting Sabo. And so you'll get the draw off the Sabo ability. For those who don't know, if you have 3 rested characters when you're attacking with Sabo, you draw a card. Okay, he does remove it, pretty unfortunate, but we're just gonna try and deal with his board and then develop a body again. So we're gonna go Lim, Doflamingo. Doflamingo's sick because he's gonna wake himself up. And then I do swing with Law so that the Lim also wakes up. And I don't mind if he swings into this Law because, well, he's wasting swings. So I'm going to block 2K, and then with that event, I'm going to be able to awaken 2 cards. So I'm getting max value out of that card. Give him 2 1Ks. I don't know why I didn't give him 2Ks. Maybe I'm trying to be deceptive. But we do want to get this Doflamingo out. And then we're just going to try and deal with board. And then our board just wakes up. We got 2 blockers, 2 life. He's at 9 Dawn, so we don't have to worry about a Big Mom quite yet. Goes 6 into 6. We're going to counter out because if we keep this, if we keep our characters, he's going to really struggle to live next turn. Yeah, so we're gonna go a bunch of 7s here. We're gonna trash a life because he hit Soul Focus. And then, yeah, we just go 5-8 there. And that should be game. Unless he had 3 2Ks. But yeah, that wasn't likely. So there's a game against Katakuri. We're kind of cruising through these. Lim is a pretty aggressive deck. And I'm noticing that Zoro card is very hard to stick, especially into black. Like, you're gonna notice we don't have any games into black because I couldn't beat black. I couldn't beat Shanks either. So those are 2 pretty bad matchups. I think the deck could be improved. I think there's maybe some play mistakes going on as well. You got to come up with a very clear plan into those decks, and I'm not sure what that is quite yet. We're into Ace though. You don't see that very often. He's gonna go 5 into our Law. We don't care, and then he's gonna drop the Kitten Killer. So now we're just gonna try and deal with Kitten Killer, and then play 2 bodies. Hopefully, he hits a Flame Emperor off of life, which is probably one of the best cards he could have hit there. But that's okay. We got Sanji Lim. We're going to get value off Sanji if he attacks because we'll counter, and then we can bring back whatever he played, whatever I countered with, if he does move the Sanji. He's going to go 5 into 5. I'm going to counter out just to get something into the bin, just in case he plays removal, like immediately, and then I wouldn't have had a target. But yeah, I'm just going to counter out very aggressively, keep my board, and now I'm just going to fight back for board, try and deal with this Luffy. And then the cool thing is if I was able to deal with that Luffy right there, then I just drop Zoro and then swing twice at his face. But like instead, we gotta commit and then cheat out like the Doflamingo or the Sanji. I go with the Sanji. I think the Sanji is a little better, like aggressive wise, because if he kills it, I'm going to get a body back. And then there's kind of a cool interaction with Sanji and Usohachi. But I'm just going to Sanji into my Sanji. He's going to double attack face, and I take it because I don't think he's going to be able to kill me unless he has a million rushers, and I'm going to just play like 2 blockers or something. He hits another Flame Emperor out of life, which is just crazy. And then I'm not going to be able to get anything off this Sanji because, quite frankly, I don't want to die. So, yeah. Granted, I have great follow-up, so it ends up being okay. Yeah, I'm going to find another 2K. And then we'll go over the deck at the end, just so everyone knows. But yeah, from here, there's pretty much no way to lose, unless he has something that kills all of my bodies, which I don't think that exists right now. So, and then his first swing has to be into. Oh, Fire Fist is a great answer, but his first swing has to be into this blocker, so. Okay, he messes that up. He needs to swing into the Rosinante first with leader. But yeah, 3 cards. I got 3 attackers. There's only a few ways to mess this up, which is by either not putting Dawn on him. Okay, he hits another trigger. Dude, straight triggers from this ace, which is crazy. Crazy lucky, but even with all that, no chance. Alright, let's look at another fun deck, Nico Robin. However, I really think the best way to play Nico Robin is that aggressive approach that I've put in my other videos. So like, definitely check that out. I don't like the way people are playing Nico Robin right now. So anyways, I do decide to swing with Sabo first because if he hits a trigger out of life, I want to get that draw before he does that. So yeah, now I've got like infinite blockers for this Nico Robin. He goes 8. This Rosinante is going to stand. And I just block with Rosinante all day. He goes Kikanojo. It literally doesn't matter. I'm going to go for game. Oh, or I Sabo first. That works too. Go 7. I'm counting the math. I can go like 9-7. But I think it's better to just go like... Okay, I'm going to go 9-7. I mean, that works. I get to draw a card, so that's nice. And then he's down to like nothing. Swings 5. I can just 1k out of that pretty easily. 1k out of both of these attacks. No problem. Plays Rush Ace. And then I can just counter out of this as well. And I think the math here works out pretty nicely. Because I can go 7. Okay. And then I go... If 7 hit before, 7 will hit again. But it doesn't matter. I can go 9-11. He needed double Beige, or you're the one who should disappear. All right, let's go over a few more games and then we can call it. This ends up being a long game against King. King has got a really great grinding deck, like super cool. I'd love to, brew up some King decks as well. But we're just going to start off with Double Law. We miss 1, which is pretty tilting because we've got a pretty high density of Straw Hats. But yeah, we're just going to go 6 lead, cheat out a body. We're going to cheat out this Lim, grab a Doflamingo. Too bad we didn't see that, 1 draw earlier. But yeah, he's going to get stage. Go 8 into 5. I don't think that matters. We're just going to keep flooding the board. Go 6 into 5. He gives me double 1k. So he's already like burning a lot of cards for our attacks. And it's 3-3 right now. He goes 5. Easy block with Doflamingo. And then he gear 5 Luffy's, which is crazy. I did not expect that out of a King. And he's going to go all the way back up to 5 Dawn. So it really wasn't too bad for him. And he ends up with this 12k body on board. I will say the only thing that's looking rough for him is if I counter out of this. Oh, it would have been a mistake if I countered out. But I think, yeah, dropping Zoro looks pretty good here. Okay, I'm going to play it a little safer. Go Lim Sanji, and then probably play another Lim. I think you play Lim. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. I can grab the event right there. Oh, the 5K swing is kind of nice because this Rosinante will restand itself. Unrest itself. Set itself as active, sorry, that's the right terminology, according to the card. Yeah, so he's on this straw hat build of King, which is pretty cool. He goes 8 into 4. That is just fine. Okay, it is not fine. Oh, am I thinking about trying to go for game? Is that why I did that? Start off with 7, 2K, 1K. I like poking for 5 once. He counters using Gum Gum Jet Gatling, which is a pretty good indication that he might be out of counter. So we'll just poke for 5 again. He's not out of counter, so now we just limb and pass. And then like it's pretty hard for us to die this next turn. Especially with the Rosinante. Yeah, so he goes 7, we can 2K, 1K, or we can block. I think blocking plays around... What does it play around? It plays around something like an Usohachi. Goes 6. I think that's a pretty easy counter. And then he's only got 2 more swings, so I'm not under threat of dying. He kings to draw a card, which I'm starting to realize I need to end this game. He's going to outvalue me here very quickly. If he plays a blocker, I do have Usohachi though. He goes Sanji. Luckily I can defend whatever he attacks. And then we're gonna go for game. So I let it go, that's crazy. Oh, and then he goes after Sanji. Sanji will get me back another character. Yeah, so it's pretty easy. We start off with a 7 here. Or 9. 9 works. And then we put the rest on Sanji. Or Lim. And then end it with the good old Sanji. Boom! GG to our purple black king opponent. Okay, let's take a look at the deck. Alright, here we go. So here's the deck. We're on 4 Sanji. This Sanji is great because it's a 2K and you can bring it back off of Sanji, the 5 cost, and search it with Law. We're on 3 Zoro, 2 Audio. Only 3 Zoro because it's pretty bricky. I don't really see a point in running multiples because if they can deal with one, like using removal or like you're playing, it's just a lot of matchups this card feels bad to play or it's hard for it to stick to the board, which is the point, but yeah. 2 Audio, 4 Usohachi, 4 Sabo, 4 Sanji, 4 Doflamingo, 4 Rosinante, 4 Ace, 4 Luffy, 4 Lim, 4 Law, 4 Usohachi, and 1 Soul Frankie Swing Arm Boxing Solid. I don't know if that's its official name, but yeah. The deck is cool, and it's a really interesting way to play, and your leader ramps really well, and it lets you cheat out characters So it's really cool. I think the list needs to be refined. Some things need to be figured out. Yeah, so if you have any like deck lists or suggestions, definitely send them my way. I'd be interested in making this deck better. But until, we're gonna get more support in OP10, so we can always wait until then. Yeah, till next time. Peace.